What's up, guys? We're here with another deck profile, so why don't you tell us who you are and what you're playing and what place you got?
Roberto, you guys know me by now. I'm playing tier. I'm on the tier hype right now, just trying to figure out what build I like. I ended up getting first place, or I guess I tied with Nate. We didn't play each other. We had a weird pairing, there's a bunch of ties and stuff. So, but either way, went undefeated 4-0. So, new build. So,
New build?
yeah, new build.
How'd you like the build?
It played fantastic. The only time I opened up a bad hand was game 3 in the last round, and I just played through everything. It didn't matter. I opened up Dark Ruler, so I was able to play. So,
all right, let's see this new build.
all right. So we are playing tier. We're playing 3 of this one, Sharon, whatever you want to call her. She's the best, probably the best one in this build. I like her a lot. She's really good. We're not maxing out on Rhino. We're only playing 2 Rhino. I'm borrowing this one from Nate right now, but anyways, this is insane. I just need to see more Rhinos. I might go up to 3, but I like 2. Two's pretty good. And then we're just maxing out on the other ones. 3 Merly, 3 Avenus. You just want to see tier names, so like this right here is just, it's enough. It works. The only time I really wanted to see another one was I kind of like they were getting banished, so it kind of hurt a little bit. But other than that, it was this ratio was pretty nice. And then we are playing the Punk package. We're playing 3 Ziamin. We're playing 1 Ogre, 1 Foxy, 1 Deer Note. So I really don't want to see Foxy, and I really don't want it to play level 3 fusions. So I decided to play the Ogre Dance as like another way to see Ziamin. And it actually went pretty well. There was one game where I almost summoned Ziamin, used the effect, and they changed shifter, so I just searched Ogre Dance, and then just like basically just like summoned it, or I think I literally just like summoned a tier set, so like pass, and then it came back to my turn, and I was just like, oh, I didn't die. And Ogre Dance, search Ziamin, and I just full pawn comboed. So that actually ended up saving me. But also like having a dark name that I could search is Era Mill is pretty good. And then we are playing some dangers. We're playing 2 Nessie and 2 Mothman. I cited these out a bunch because, yeah, and the gold rares. We're gonna talk about it, but I cited these out a bunch just for like the board breakers and stuff. But
2 different rarities too.
Hey, calm down. But I cited these out a bunch for my board breakers, just into the space. And I think going second, these are kind of worse because I really don't want to see these in my hand going second because they're not ideal. They're not like cards that I know I can bait stuff out with because it's like a 25% chance I don't hit the Mothman, and if I don't hit the Mothman, then I combo. So I'd rather just take them out of my deck for games 2 and 3 and just play like less RNG and play more board breakers or more like negates or something that help me. The sauce that saved me so much today, to Orochi. This card is broken in this deck. In this build, the ability just to summon himself on my turn, summon himself on my opponent's turn, it's just insane. Free summons all day. I mean, it's ridiculous. We play the one of Jet. Since we were playing the Punk package, we do make Hulk. So we're taking advantage of Jet being broken, and just being a free body. And then we played some hand traps. We played 2 Crow, 1 Ogre. We're playing E-Telly, so this is fine. Just play the Punk package. These are darks we can have or add, and then we are playing Triple Veiler. Ignore this, I left my 3rd Ultra at home. So, but these are all just hand traps you can add off of Chaos Ruler. It's Chaos Ruler Turbo, so it's pretty free. Triple E-Telly, like I said.
Card needs to go away, bro.
Card needs to go away. It's so good, it's so free. Double Field Spell. I only really ever needed to. I don't really want to see it like mill it. I'd rather just draw it. So, I want to see it sometimes, but really not all the time. It's pretty good. I am playing the 3rd Terraforming, like as the 3rd copy. But I'm playing like a slightly smaller package, like 2 cards of what everybody else would play. But it is pretty good. I did like it. It came up once today that I had the higher attack over, like playing into Madolche. All the power 1-ofs. Foolish, Called by, Instant Fusion, Rhoda, all the power 1-ofs. Broken. And then 2 Celic. This card's absolutely insane. I'll also show you like a little bit of the combo that I was doing today, like all day. But you use this, you can dodge Dark Ruler, especially games 2 and game 3. You just dodge Dark Ruler and then you proceed to just break their board and just, play the game. Extra deck, 3rd token. We're playing the 1 Mud Dragon. the 2 kit. It's really all you need. The 1 Dragon Stapelio and the 1 Kaleido Heart. This is really, it's all the fusions that I'm playing, and it's probably all the ones I need. The only thing is I maybe want a second Mud Dragon just because I use this so much to make a redoer. But other than that, I would probably just keep this the same, if not maybe find room for a second Mud Dragon. But
It also came up in our game as like a way to protect your board from like my interactions.
yeah. Playing against Jordan, he was playing Light Twin, so he was going to summon Lilla, and all my stuff was dark. So when he activated the Pink Twin effect, I chained called Dark. So if he was going to use Lilla's effect to pop anything, he had to pop his own stuff. But other than that, like, it just has like little interactions like that. But other than that, like, it's super easy to make in this. Any of the dangers, the Gizmex, whatever, you just shuffle them back, make it. For the links, we are playing a lot of them. We're playing IP, we're playing Hulk, we're playing Dark. These are all the 2s. Dark is broken in this deck. If your opponent puts a Dark Link 2 in the grave, you just win the game for free. Hulk is Hulk, it's broken. Summon Jet. IP is really, really good in this deck. All the big boys. We're playing Unicorn. This card's okay. It only came up like once or twice when I was playing into somebody's board that I made this off of like the Dark. But these two are broken. We literally just like, this is like the Holy Trinity right here for my extra deck. These 3. I guess Hulk 2. I summon Hulk. I make Hulk gets me into this. My opponent's turn. Link these 2 off. Summon these. You know, activate Sulik. Send a Tearalament fusion. Summon kit under this. Mandatory kit effect. Chain link 2 to search. You blow up their board. You search a Havanus. They do anything else. You can summon the Havanus. Blow it up again. It's just so ridiculous. I only used this card once, and it was against Pendulum. I went first, and he started comboing off, and he placed a second scale, and then I made 0 Boros and hit everything, and he had nothing, so he couldn't play. But other than that, yeah, these are the best ones that I could play. Like this card, these are just insane.
You got the errata version.
Yeah. 1 redoer. Card's broken in this deck.
Fuck that card.
So good. Yeah, I played Jordan and just sniped every single good card off the top of his deck.
It was like, what? It was blue, double jet, Lilla, Kiss a Kill, and then like a cross out at one point.
A cross out, 2 swamps. It was insane. And then the zombie vampire. This is probably cuttable in this deck, but it came up one time where I had a bad hand, and I had to make this to get to Hulk because I didn't have access to a tuner. But it's really, really good. If it goes off, like I was playing against Pendulum, so it didn't matter. So I just made this and like stole one of his tuners and just free. It's free. And then the 2 synchros. This card's absolutely insane. It allows you to dodge Dark Ruler with this. They activate Dark Ruler, you just chain to activate this, and then you can chain this to negate. You don't even have to use the effect, you just literally activate the card itself. Super broken. I love this card. I play this card in every single deck if I could, but in this version it's really, really insane. And off of like the Punk, any way to Rhino, and any tier in your hand, you can guarantee yourself the mill 5 off the kit with Sulik on your opponent's turn, this, and then a way to Topologic or 0 Boros. So if you do hit a tier, you can nuke their board. So it's actually really, really good. And then it's just all you have to do is really like the only RNG is hitting something off of the Chaos Ruler. So and then we'll do the side. The side deck is pretty weird, but it worked really well. 2 Cosmic. Do this like crazy today. It's Cosmic. Out's anti-spell. Out's mine. Any back row. Triple Dark Ruler. This card won me. Let me beat Jordan, honestly.
Woo!
Yeah, it is Dark Ruler. Board breaker format. The 1 crime. I cited this specifically for going first because I'm tired of getting hit with evenly match. I don't really have an answer for it, so this helps. It's a searchable target for it. It's all right. It's only come up a couple of times where I like actually searched it. So other than that, like I didn't search it at all today. I cited it in a bunch, but I never searched it. I was always too safe in like what I always felt too safe that I didn't need it. MVP for the day in the side, dude. These 4 are just insane. I played Johnny game 3 in round 1, and he drew Shifter all 3 games. In game 3, I opened up Triple Judgment, Sulik, and Field Spell. And yeah, I start my turn, I activate Field Spell, he changed Shifter. And I'm like, oh, well, set 3 Judgment, search Rhino Heart, set Sulik pass. He's playing with Dolce, so he normal summons, I Judgment him. He passes, it goes to my turn, I play, I make my fusion, I punch him. It goes back to his turn, he summons again, and I just Judgment him again, just stopped him from summoning for 2 turns and just killed him. It was probably one of the greatest game 3s and like one of the best like ways to like get back at somebody who drew Shifter for 3 games straight and they still lost, so
Shifter's a card, but I guess it doesn't matter.
3 deck dev. This is specifically for Sprite. It's a little bit less. It's not as strong against the Live Twin version, but it is still good. Because if they have Sunny Snitch in their hand and you just shotgun this and they just activate Sunny Snitch search and then they get to play anyway, so it's just it's okay. It never came up today. I cited it in and didn't see it, so it didn't matter. So. And then the staple in my side deck. This card's never coming out. Triple evenly matched. I absolutely did not draw this at all today. The only card I really drew in the side was the Judgments, the Dark Ruler, and the Cyclone. That was pretty much it. Other than that, I did not draw any of that other stuff.
All right. So last couple questions here. You were a big proponent, and people of the channel will know this, that you were playing the Predator Plant version. Why did you decide to kind of switch it up and at least try this version?
To be honest, I really just wanted to play something a little bit more fun. I wasn't enjoying Tier as much because it is kind of RNG. Playing the Predator Plant version kind of took a little bit of the RNG out because you can guarantee yourself to ways to get kicked, guarantee yourself ways to just get so much like resources and advantage through like the Predator Plant engine or the branded engine. Like get guaranteed ways to send stuff to take the RNG out. But it just wasn't as fun as what I wanted it to be, and I really was like a big Sword Soul combo player. So I wanted to play something a little bit more like combo, a little bit more something I was familiar with. So I decided to try out the Punk version, and it really like it's made the deck a lot more fun for me. As much as it's like saying like, oh, he's playing Punk, but it's really like made it a lot more enjoyable for me to be able to play Punk and do like combos where it's like I ain't on a board that looks mediocre, but then really like I just blow up everything. So your opponent might see like, oh, you ended on Hulk IP, Hot Red, and a Tier in a set 1 pass, and like, oh, that's not that bad. And then you make Bomber and you blow up their board 6 times and make a Kaleido Heart and a Dragostapelio, and then they can't play. And then you're just like, oh, that's crazy. Oh, Redoer also comes back too. So, so it's insane. But yeah, it actually it feels really good to play, and I think that's the biggest thing for me. Is that's why I wanted to try it.
Yeah, it seems like it has a bunch of different points of interactions, which is kind of what you have to have right now in the format with a bunch of board breakers and stuff.
Yeah, so like you're not putting all your eggs in one basket with just like making a big old board and then your opponent Dark Ruler and you lose, because you still have Sulik and then you can get hand shots with the Chaos Ruler. So it allows you to like diversify your interactions with your opponent also. But it's also like it just makes games so much fun. Like playing Jordan, dude. Me and Jordan just went back and forth for like 2 or 3 games, and it was just like it was probably some of the funnest Yu-Gi-Oh! I've played in a while.
Yeah, it was pretty solid.
Yeah,
but...
until I drew Dark Ruler games. But other than that, it was pretty fun.
It's fine.
Yeah,
it happens. But
all
right. Any last words?
Shout out to Jordan, Canonical. Shout out to Richie for getting 2-0 by playing Pin Magician. Shout out to Nate. We'll play eventually and settle this beef because he also went undefeated today. So.
All right. Thanks for the deck profile.